Welcome back to the show, everybody. We've got a lot to go over this morning. Let's get right to it. Filecoin may be in the sights of the SEC now. How about the timing on the Hinman emails? We're going to talk about it. And we got this. Ledger has a backdoor. Oh, we need to get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Fidelity, Anthony Welfare, the Metaco buy, the acquisition by Ripple. Oh, it's much bigger than we thought. We got that and so much more. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube for exclusive content. Right now, $1.19 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is up 1.5%. Right now, Bitcoin, 27,364 and change. We see Ethereum at 1826 and change. And we see Tether market cap, 82.8 billion plus. We're watching it. 47 cents for XRP. We're up 5.6% on a 24-hour and up 10.4 on the 7-day. Let's take a look at this because Glint Pay, if you haven't done it, make sure you check it out. Click the link. I was a customer before they were a sponsor, and with the stuff that we're going to look over today, it'd be wise to start looking at getting a little horizontal on the portfolio, I think, and making sure that you're at least considering the risk appetite that you have. I know I have an enormous appetite for risk in investing, but I tell you, at the same time, I love the idea of having physical gold on my MasterCard debit card. Your physical gold at Glint is stored in a Brinks, Switzerland vault, one of the biggest custodians of precious metals in the world, insured by Lloyd's of London. Over the next few weeks, and this is only going to last for a few weeks, new registered users of Glint can enter a code that I have underneath of this video and get 50% off on the vaulting and insurance fees for the next 12 months. Do not mess around. That will not last very long. Right here, we see a note from iTrust Capital, and this is about Algo and Mana. If you haven't checked it out, you got to go to your account and do it. I had some Algo, so I'm going to liquidate mine. You could choose to let it be frozen or whatever you want to do, but I'm just going to move. That's what I'm doing, and it's not financial advice, obviously. But here they say, in light of the recent announcement from the SEC, our liquidity providers temporarily suspended buying and selling Algo and Mana, and in-kind distribution remains available. It says here, this will start as of yesterday and run by May 24th. So you're going to need to make a decision there if you haven't done it. And if you haven't checked out iTrust for yourself, it is the best crypto IRAs on the planet, bar none. Eleanor Tarrant reminds us really quickly here that today at 9 a.m., there's going to be a Financial Services Committee subcommittee on digital assets, financial technology, and inclusion will hold a hearing entitled Putting the Stable in Stable Coins, how legislation will help stable coins achieve their promise. These are the people that will be attending this conference or committee today. We'll bring you anything that we can get out of that. Now, right here, this is James Filan. Shout out to Jim for all the information he provides on the SEC versus Ripple and all things regulation when it comes to digital assets. Shout out to Jim. Update on timing regarding when we should see the documents ordered unsealed, talking about the Hinman documents here, as well as some information that Ripple is not allowed to seal as well, by the way. According to the court's 9/12/2022 order, the parties have 21 days to file public. Redacted versions of summary judgment documents consist with the sealing ruling. June 6th is the 21 days from yesterday's ruling, and that was just put up yesterday. So make sure you watch out for June 6th or any time there before, right? Watch out for a settlement, too. Could be that. That is not off the table. Eleanor Tarrant again tells us there's another token project in the sights of the SEC, it looks like here. Grayscale says the SEC has asked it to withdraw an application to launch Filecoin Trust product on the grounds that it might meet the definition of an investment company. Oh boy. Oh boy. And here they go again. Whack-a-mole. Interesting that the SEC investigated Filecoin 5 years ago and did not say anything about the product potentially being an unregistered security. Sound familiar? I know to every XRP holder out here hearing this is eerily similar, right? This is the plan. This is what they're doing. Meanwhile, inside the digital asset space, longtime customer, and then ultimately a affiliate and sponsor of this channel, I am very concerned, as a lot of people are. I have gotten tons of messages about what's going on with the new product called Ledger Recover. This recovery service that they're offering has brought a lot of questions to the security of our assets. Now, this says here, we're answering top questions from Ledger support received about our new product, Ledger Recover. It says, when I download the latest firmware update for my LNX, am I opening the possibility for Ledger to extract my secret recovery phrase? They say no. The operation system firmware update runs on the secure element, so the SRP never leaves the secure element. The secret recovery phase never leaves the secure element. Instead, you can see the firmware, the piece of software, and the secure element, the piece of hardware, as two components working together, which they do often as the OS needs your PIN to carry out transactions. It goes on to explain the process as it happens here. But nevertheless, if we get down to this, there was a gentleman here, I wanted to highlight their comments here, if I could find it 1 second. I don't see it readily available. I've read so much on this. But I could tell you there's been great concern from the community, and certainly people that are much smarter than me. I don't have the knowledge on developing and coding and the process, and that's not my strength, right? So I really look to others to provide that strength. And I'm looking to see if I could find the person's comments. So there were several people that had credible responses to this, and they were not favorable. And I can't find that comment to share with you, but I could find this. This is David Schwartz. He said, here's an explanation of what we all understood until recently was Ledger's security model and value proposition. He shows a tweet from November 2022, and he says, hi, from Ledger, your private keys never leave the secure element chip, which has never been hacked. The secure element is third-party certified, and the same technology as used in passports, credit cards, a firmware update cannot extract the private key from the secure element. So, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people are now saying because of this recovery option that it proves that there is a backdoor into your cold storage. And I cannot definitively say that that is true or that is false. But I can tell you as a customer, I am extremely concerned. And I am very concerned, so much so that I'm going to be making arrangements to move the majority of my cold storage on Ledger to another area. So I'm considering a couple different options. One, I'm considering splitting up some of this and moving to a Decent wallet, which I've heard great things about. And I'm also considering moving a good portion of what I'm holding in my cold storage to the Zum wallet and holding it directly on the XRP Ledger. So these are the things that I'm now considering. This is not financial advice. I'm simply sharing my digital perspectives. I'm still trying to get the definitive answer, which everyone feels is that, you know, according to social media here and what we're seeing, that there is in fact a layer of risk here that we were all not aware of until this announcement of this new option. Now, that's the only way to see it so far for me, so I've got to take measures to really make sure that I'm not vulnerable or exposed to risk that I wasn't aware of. So I'm actually grateful to find this stuff out, and we will work constantly to get more clarity on the matter. Stay with us for more. Now, let's look at this very quickly here because Blockworks shares this. Fidelity still cautious on crypto as an asset class, but expects it to mature. Well, they're offering it to everybody from institutional high-end clients to now retail too. But I brought this article in because I wanted to show everybody, isn't this what we're waiting for? Wouldn't it be nice to have trusted solutions for our custody, right? Where we don't have to guess. Like, I know Fidelity is reliable, right? Won't it be nice when this is how early we are in this space? And doesn't this also speak to the controlled demolition of this space? Isn't this what this is all about? It's for all of us to seek high ground, security, safety, right? And isn't that regulatory framework? Isn't that trusted names, the legacy firms we've come to know to be trusted? And won't they be the ones standing in the end with the solution? Meanwhile, right here, consumer cryptocurrency trading should be regulated as gambling, says the Treasury Committee in the UK. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? And then here's Anthony Welfare that shares the same view. It says, highly disappointing from the UK. My highlight here comment is this: given the recent turmoil in traditional financial system, the UK should be looking to encourage alternative financial solutions, not discouraging them by likening them to gambling. Well said, Anthony Welfare. But you know what? Let's keep moving here, because we have the Metaco acquisition that happened recently, yesterday, from Ripple, and Brad Garlinghouse here mentioning it. And we need to drill down on this, because this is absolutely bigger than we thought. For one, I think this is hugely positive for the vertical of Ripple, that they absolutely bring custody in-house, but they still have a separate entity to do that, and it will remain a separate company, as Brad and Ripple have shared. But the other part of this, too, is that a lot of people knee-jerk reacted and said, hey, why not PolySign, right? And that is an interesting question, too. I think we all had that first in the very beginning. I want to share this clip first from XRP Las Vegas real quick, from Mr. I, and also Link2's clip here. And this is a great clip from Jack McDonald sharing just how he feels about XRP. So take a listen to this really quickly.
The asset that they buy is Bitcoin followed by ETH. Those are kind of considered the safe sort of plays. So when I'm talking to those type of investors, XRP is not, not the one that comes top of mind. That said, they follow where the market cap is. And so, as you know, XRP is not too far down the list there. And we're just now really starting to grow the XRP business. So I'll have a better lens into that, over the next couple of months as we take on more clients with their XRP who are looking for a home and an insured, qualified custodian, et cetera. But it's not the first stop for new institutional entrants coming in. Of a leading indicator, and so they just want a initial amount of exposure. I'm not telling you anything that would surprise you. I think Bitcoin and ETH are the first that they would go to. What I'm saying is that you all, like me, who own XRP, are going to benefit when this suit gets ruled in Ripple's favor.
And how about that one? And don't forget, you can get private equity from PolySign and Ripple on Link2. Click the link underneath and don't miss the specials that you could find there. You have to be accredited, but if you're not, find out if you are. But speaking to why Ripple didn't acquire PolySign, I am left to speculate here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm a speculator in these hills, and you are too if you're hearing my voice. Tim Keeney, retired vice chairman of BNY Mellon, head of assets processing global markets, led organizations of 25,000 people responsible for custodying 25% of global institutional assets. I don't think we're on a thin limb to think that, well, maybe Ripple didn't acquire PolySign because PolySign may, and we're guessing and we're speculating, and if we're wrong, we'll make the video, obviously. But maybe, just maybe, PolySign is already in the pipeline to work a deal out with BNY Mellon. Wouldn't be so far-fetched now, would it? Not saying it'll be, but you know what? It's certainly worth considering. And isn't that interesting? But let's look at this video here from Cypress de Monaco, who's been putting out some straight fire. Give him a follow. I want you to listen to this really quickly here. He brings a few things together all in one. Take a listen here and we'll talk. We got more for you to see too, by the way.
As always, dropping more gems for you all. I'm going to try and get through this quick. May 17, 2023, Ripple buys crypto custody firm Metaco for $250 million. But aren't they going through a lawsuit right now? Isn't that a little expensive? They got racks to play around with. Check this out. Brad Garlinghouse goes on to say, by focusing on the infrastructure, you're not really subject to the same gyrations of the crypto winters. He said, what's coming? what's coming, the purge, regulatory frameworks. If ultimately you are solving a clear problem at scale for these customers, there's going to be demand there, right? What do we know? Metaco is a what? The institutional standard for digital asset services, all while at the same time. What dropped on the same day, May 17th? What are we seeing? Crypto should be regulated as gambling, UK lawmakers say. Well, those UK lawmakers just dropped this right here, okay? House of Commons Treasury Committee regulating crypto, 10th of May, 2023. Interestingly enough, scroll down here to the summary of this. It says so-called crypto assets span a wide and rapidly evolving range of digital instruments. Although market continues to be dominated by unbacked cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ether, that we do not consider to have any intrinsic value. Right? Then it goes on to say, innovative technologies have the potential to bring benefits to financial services and the wider economy. Some of these innovations may include distributed ledger technologies such as those used in crypto assets. Would you believe me if I told you Ripple was involved in this fundamental right here, regulating crypto that just came out from UK lawmakers? Because guess what? They are. And what are they trying to tell you? Bitcoin and Ether has no intrinsic value. Who was a part of this? Susan Friedman, head of policy at Ripple. No other cryptocurrency company. Ripple. Why are they always at the forefront? Aren't they being sued by the SEC for selling unregistered securities while at the same time being part of a regulatory framework paperwork from the UK lawmakers telling you all right at the top of the page that Bitcoin and Ether have no intrinsic value? It's interesting to say the least. Again, wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention to detail. The whole entire infrastructure is about to flip.
You know, I think he makes a fantastic point here, and it certainly aligns with a lot of the information we found here on the channel. Again, shout out to Cypress for that video. It's fire, man. I love it. And here's Mickle Markets, who brings some more fire to the house. He says, looks like Ripple got a very interesting company here. And I say, oh, really? What do you got here? Well, he goes to ChatGPT, and as of not my knowledge cut off in September 21, Metaco, Swiss-based crypto company, has collaborated with several major institutions in cryptocurrency financial sectors. Some notable partnerships and collaborations include, Swift. Metaco partnered with the Swift to provide its clients with secure infrastructure for storing and managing digital assets. Oh, really? Do tell. And then it says Avalook. Metaco collaborated with Avalook, and here it says leading provider in digital banking solutions to offer integrated cryptocurrency services and institutions. Then it says on this slide here, SICPA. Metaco teamed up with SICPA, a Swiss provider of security solutions, to develop a solution for central banks to issue and manage digital currency. Standard Chartered. Metaco worked with Standard Chartered, a multinational banking and financial services company, to launch a cryptocurrency trading and custody solution for institutional investors. Binance. Metaco partnered with Binance, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges globally, to integrate its institutional-grade cryptocurrency management platform Silo with Binance's infrastructure. Shout out to Mickle Markets. Give him a follow for that piece of information. Then I want to remind people that BNB Paribas, which is a Ripple partner, services partnered with Fireblocks and Metaco to develop its new digital asset custody offering. And here is the tie-in for Ripple partner BNB Paribas to launch the EFX trading engine in Singapore. How about that? That's going to do it for me. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'm liking what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. Not financial advice. I'll catch all of you on the next one.